Hi everyone, good evening. Guys, am I audible? Can you all hear me? Okay, thank you. Good evening. We'll wait for another 2 minutes, see if anyone else joins, and then we will be starting this. Yeah, CSK did when I watched the match. It was a good thing. Yeah. Okay, I think let's begin the session. So once again, good evening, everyone. Good to see you all. I hope you had a good break. So guys, this week is very important because we have now, I would say we are a little comfortable on the basics of Power BI because we know how to load a data, we know how to create charts on Power BI, we know how to format it. These all come under the basic. Now we'll slowly transit into intermediate. And as I said, in this week's sessions, we will be focusing on the intermediate topic. And then next week, we'll focus a little bit on the advanced topic. Right. So before we start with today's session, there is this quiz. So please take this quiz. I'll share the link on the chat. Yeah. Take this quiz, everyone. I'll give you all 5 minutes. It's 8:33 now. So take time till 8:38, 5 minutes, and then we will be moving on. We'll be discussing the answers. And guys, if you have taken the quiz, you can let me know. Guys, you have another 2 minutes. Great. A lot of you have completed this. Right. I think we can discuss the answers. So let me just share my screen. Okay. Let me quickly send the quiz. And I understand the first 2 questions might be a little confusing for you, but those are simple terms in Power BI. Now, if you have a look, which field should be placed on the axis when creating a bar chart? Now, understand there are 2 components. There is axis and there is value. Now, every time axis should have what kind of value? Can someone tell me what did you give, for this? What kind of value should be placed on the axis? Option A, which is a categorical field, right? In fact, the first and the second question, they are related. So what field should be placed on the axis? It will always be a categorical field, like a product category or a region or state or, like what we did, marital status, segment code, and so on. Whereas when you're creating a pie chart, and not only pie chart, any kind of chart, what should be kept under the values field? So when creating a pie chart, what should be kept? It is a numerical field, right? So understand this axis will be having a categorical field, whereas a value will be having a numerical field. And this stays common across any kind of chart that you take. So understand this properly. Axis will always have a categorical field, whereas a value will have a numerical field. How can you change the color of bars in a bar chart? So visualization pane and modify the data color. This is another way for you to do. What we have learned is we will go to the visualization, we will go to the format visuals, and then we will change the color, right? But you can also do it with this data color setting. Which option allows you to add data label to a bar chart or a pie chart? Option A, which is data label in the format pane. So we use a chart, we create a chart, we go to the format, and under the format, we have this data labels option. And the last one, which customization is not available in the format pane? Yeah, option D, which is writing SQL queries. Right, we can change the, in fact, we have done this. We changed the font size. We didn't adjust the bar width, but we can do it. We can rotate the pie chart to a different angle. But writing SQL query to, in fact, SQL is I would say that's a language that is just for querying the data, just for getting the data or analyzing the data. It's not used for modifying charts or creating charts. Right, so that is a customization which is not available in the format pane. So this is on the quiz what we have taken for the day. Quickly, I'll give you all a minute, open Power BI and load the same data, whatever we have been working. Just import the Excel file. And if anyone has joined new, please use this link to get the data set. Under this link, there is this data called as customer analysis. Only one data is available till now, so don't worry. So using this, you can say import data from Excel and load this data, customer analysis. And let this data be loaded. Okay, it's just there on the top. I'll just, yeah. Okay, let this get loaded. And here we will be working with sheet 1, right? So we can just give load and the data would be loaded. Now, the agenda for today's session is we will be looking at one more chart, which I left on the last class. And that chart is it's a gauge chart. I'll tell you what is a gauge chart. We'll be looking at that. And not only that, we will also be looking at an important concept, which is filters. So we'll also see what is filters and how do you apply filters on Power BI. Right? We might have, or people who were there on my class, you might have learned Excel filters, or even though if you have not learned, you still know what would be an Excel filter. You just want to take the data. But when you do a visualization, the concept of filter is a little different. So we'll understand this. We'll understand what is this concept of filter. But before that, let's create a small chart. Right. I hope you all have loaded this data, customer analysis. Guys, as I said on the previous class, anytime before you join, make sure you open Power BI and you load this data. If there is any new data, I'll obviously give you some time. Now, in a company, there could be a lot of metrics that are targeted. For example, Netflix, might have a target of getting specific number of users. Let's say in this year, they want to get 16 million new users. Amazon might have an idea where they want to sell 3 million worth of goods. Anything like this, every company will have a target. So you might be on a target based role or you might not be on a target based role. Companies would focus on a target and those targets are numerical targets, most of their targets. Now, if you have a scenario where you need to know whether what level have you achieved your target or have you achieved your target or not, you can do it with the help of this gauge chart. That is here, you can see gauge chart. This actually looks like a speedometer, right? It gives you an idea of how much you have achieved your target. So let's create one. I'll select this gauge chart and it will be created. You can see that the chart it's empty. We don't have any data here. It's an empty chart. Now, when you are having a gauge chart, you will only be taking one column. See, in a bar chart, we took two columns. We took the region versus sales, or we took segment versus sales. In pie chart also, we took two columns, but in a gauge chart, you will always be taking only one column. So create this chart. And what you can do is let's take probably meat, right? You can drag meat and you can drop it, right? This is one way, or you can also select it. Both would work. You can just select this meat or you can drag and drop. Now, when you do it, you will be getting a chart like this. And this is something that we will be formatting, right? As usual, like every other chart, we will format this chart also. So everyone, click on this. You can see next to your 1, 2, 3, you have something called as gauge. Select this gauge chart, and then you can click on this meat option. The minute you do it, you will be getting a chart like this. We will do the modification in a bit. Right, everyone, please try to have this gauge chart ready. All right, I hope you would have created this gauge chart. Now let us do a little bit of editing. Now, if you see, there are a few elements here. There is this lower value, which is 0K. 0K is nothing but 0 and 748K, right? Which is 7.5 lakh, close to that value, and 374K. Now, first, let's talk about these numbers. Now, 0 and 748 are the minimum and the maximum value. It's something that you can customize. If you want, you can also keep it between 0 to 1 million or 0 to 2 million or 0 to 10. Any value that you want, you can keep it. But this mid value, the bigger number that you see, this is the actual sales. So we have taken meat column. This is the total sales of meat that happened in this data. This could be a yearly data or this could be any data in a monthly data. But this is the actual sales of meat that happened. Right? So we have this, and this blue color is how much it has taken. So from 0, it has gone up to 374, which is in the mid. Every time you start a Gantt chart or you create a Gantt chart, it will actually be in a mid value. But we can do some adjustments. Let me do some adjustment here. I'll click on this. As usual, let's go to format, and there are a few values here: axis, colors, data labels, and so on. We'll first work on the axis. It's taken as minimum, maximum. There is also a target, which is not present here by default. But let's do this. Minimum, I'm going to keep it at 0. So I've selected the chart. I went to format visual, and under gauge axis, I've given the minimum value as 0. Maximum, I don't want this much value, 748. Let me keep the maximum as somewhere like 5 lakh. So I need to type this 50,000, 5 lakh. So this is the maximum value. It's not the target, it is the maximum. So we have the potential of selling 0 to 5 lakh worth of meat in this year. Target, let's keep the target of 3,50,000. Or let's keep it 4 lakh. See, the target is 4 lakh. Now, if you see the data, there is this line, and this line is your target. Right? We didn't have this line before, but now under target, you have given this number, and wherever you have given this number, that line would be the target. So now it is clear. See, here we have set a target, and this company has almost achieved the target, very close to the target, but it has not achieved it. Till this, is it clear, everyone, on this Gantt chart? I'll give you time to work on this, but still, I will be making this changes a little bit. Right? Now, I'll edit the colors. We all have blue. Since the target is not achieved, I'll go to color, and fill color is this one. Fill color, I'm going to make it red. And I don't have red here. The one that I have is close to pink. I don't have red. So you can go to more colors, and here you can choose red. Right? This is red. Here you can adjust, and you can choose whatever kind of red that you want. I think this is good. Yeah. Target color, I can keep it at black. Right? This line color will change into black. Since it has not achieved. Now, you can make it in a way that if it has gone through the target, we can make it green, but here we'll not do all those. You can give any color that you want. So that is on this gauge axis and colors. These things, if you want, you can change it. Data labels, you can increase the size, you can make it bold. Data label is nothing but these 0 and 500K. As usual, I'm going to give orange for text. Target label is this 400K, right? That also is something that I'll be keeping it at orange. And call out value is this, right? The mid value, but that I'll be giving something like a darker blue. So this is my chart. And as usual, if you want to edit this sum of meat, you can go to general. Under title, you can say target sales of meat. Do the editing, increase the size if you want, make it into the center, and it's. So this is your chart. So when someone sees, they can see that the target sales of meat, currently the achieved value is 374K. The target is 400K. Right? So it is very close to the target. Are you guys clear on this? Are you all clear on Gantt chart? Please try this, everyone. I'll give you all a couple of minutes. Try creating this Gantt chart. Okay, good. Others, please do it. I'll give you a minute more and then, okay, I'll maybe give you one more question. Create a gauge chart for total sales of meat we have already done. So let's go with fish. Total sales of fish. Target, colors, axis is your choice. I'm not telling you any target. I'm not telling you any axis or any color. That is all up to you. See, here I gave a target of 400K. For fish, you can choose any target. You can choose any minimum value, maximum value. That's up to you. Just make that look good. Make the chart look good. Try this, everyone. I'll give you 3 minutes. By 8:55, we'll move on. Before that, create a Gantt chart for the total sales of fish. I didn't add heading. If you want to edit the heading, you can click on this chart format. Under general, you have title. So here in this title, you can give any text that you want. That will be your title or heading. Please do this and send me the screenshot once it is done. Yes. Has anyone done this? Creating a bar chart for total sales of fish and then, target color axis. No? Yes, have we not done this? So Sharina, if you want to take screenshot, you can go to search. You can search for this snipping tool, right? If you have snipping tool, you can take screenshot of a specific location, right? So here in this snipping tool, there is new. You can click on new and you can just take screenshot of this, right? And you can come to your chat and you can do a control V. This is one way. Or there is another way. You can do a control Windows Shift S or Windows print screen. That will take the entire screenshot. Okay, 84K is the value. Good. Some of you have made the target as achieved. Some of you have kept a bigger target. Okay. All right. Can we move on? Everyone, are you now clear on this type of chart? Go chart. Yes, guys, can we move on? So if you want to give value, just edit it. Just select this chart, go to format visual, and here under this gauge axis, you can edit whatever value that you want, minimum, maximum, and target. Now I'll do one thing. I'll create an I'll go to the next page. Here I'll create it for fish so that you all can understand. And I'll not do much of editing, but probably just a small one. Target, let's keep it at 60,000. So here the target is already achieved, right? So I'll change this color to green. Yeah, I'll change this color to green. So I just have another chart here in this location. And here, maybe I'll create one more chart. I'll tell you something. Education and fruits. Let's have this as a bar chart. Please don't worry about it. I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to add few values so that it becomes. Okay, guys, please listen. So here in Power BI, you have this option of adding multiple charts to one page. See, this is a page, or this is one, page. And in this page, I've actually added two different charts. So you can add any number of charts that you want. Right now, there is a reason that I have done, but yeah, can you all create this? Just add education and sum of fruits. No need to edit it much. Just give a data label. So create a bar chart for education and fruits, sum of fruits, and give a data label. After this, we will talk a little bit on filters, on the filters on Power BI. Okay, now there are actually three kinds of filters in Power BI, especially on the visuals. There are three filters, right? So to add another chart, what you can do is just select any chart that you want. Like for example, if you want to add another chart, just select it. It will be present here, and you can adjust the size and then select any column that you want. Just like how we create a chart, the same way you can do it here. Now, let's talk about filters. In Power BI, there are three filters. Actually, there are four filters, but on visual level, there are three filters. So there is something called as a visual level filter. There is a page level filter. There is a report level filter. And I'll tell maybe one more thing here. I'll also tell something called as a top end filter. So have a look. These are 4 filters. Whatever I have given on the chat, these are 4 kinds of filters that is available on Power BI. And if you go for an interview where it requests you to have a Power BI skill, expect questions on filters. It's a very common interview topic. A lot of interview questions are related to filters. So please understand this. First, let's see visual level filter. As the name suggests, it's a filter that is happening on a visual. Now, what you see here is the total sales of fruits by different education level. You have different education levels, and for those educations, you have the total sales of fruit. But let's make it a little, let's make it a little interesting here. This, I want it only for a specific region. Let's assume I want the total sales of fruit for each education only in the South region. Now, this is a condition where I need to apply a filter. So if you go to this table view, under this table view region, you can see there are a lot of regions. But I want to take only the South region. And for that South region, I want to get the total sales of fruits. So how do we do it is you can select this sum of fruits by education, the bar chart that you have created. And here you see this option called as filters. Right? There is this option called as filters. If you don't have this filters, if it is not visible, you can go to the view tab and you can select this filters option. And here there is this education and sum of fruit. You can ignore it. There is an option called as filters on this visual. What you can do is I want the filters or I want the data only for South region. So I'll take this region column, I'll drag it and I'll drop it here where it says add data field under filters on visual. Don't drop it in the bottom. Under filters on this visual, add data field here, you drop region. I'll repeat this once again. I assume you all have created this bar chart. Select this bar chart. You'll be having this filters option. If this filters option is not there, go to view and enable this filter. It will be available. Or sometimes it will be here, this filter, just expand it. And here, what you can do is under this filters on this visual, take the region and drop it here, add data field here. Now you can select South. Have a look at the number. Graduation number is 34.7K. PhD is 9.7K. When I click on South, the value changes. See, it's 15.8K, 4.7K. The values are actually changing because now it is only for South region. It's not for every region. Right? If you click on any other region, let's say West, the value changes. For West, the value changes. For East, the value will change. This is how you can apply a filter, and this kind of filter is called as a visual level filter because here the filter is applied to a specific visual. Visual is nothing but a chart. So for this specific chart, if you apply a filter, it's called as a visual level filter. Are you guys clear on this? How to add region to this bar chart as a filter? Please try this, everyone. Okay, I'll repeat this. So you might have a bar chart ready. And once you have this bar chart here under this filters on visual, you will not have region. You will just have the columns that you have added. Just take this region from data, drop it here, add data field. And here you can select any filter that you want. Guys, are you all clear with the visual level filter? Everyone? Okay, now in this case, we have applied a filter. We applied a filter on this specific visual. The second kind is called a page level filter, right? Page level filter is when you apply a filter and it changes every chart on a page. See, this is page one, and on this page, you can see that there are two charts. I don't want to apply, if I want the data of only South region, I don't want to apply a filter specifically for this chart and this chart. I can apply one filter which will actually act as a filter for both. Now, how do I do it? Is under filter, you see these filters on this page. When you select a chart, you get filters on the visual, and on bottom, you see filters on this page. But when you don't select any chart, you get these filters on this page. What you can do is you can drag region once again. You can drag region and drop it here. Now have a look at value. Here it is 374K. Here it is 34.7K. When you click on any filter, it changes. See here now it changes for this God chart as well as a bar chart. Both the chart, the value will change. When you keep on adding the filter, it will change both the chart. All I did was I took this region and I dropped it on filters on this page. So it will change the chart. Here it will not change. In page 2, here it was 84K only. Whatever value you select here, it will not change here. It will still remain 84K because what we are applying is only for the charts on this specific page. So this is the difference between a visual level filter and a page level filter. Visual level filter is for a specific chart. Page level filter is for all the charts on a page. Guys, are you clear on this? Page level filter and visual level filter both? Are you clear with the difference? Try this, try both. I'll give you a couple more minutes and then we'll look at the third and the fourth kind of filter. Please try this, everyone. No need to send screenshot. Just try this. Just understand the filter. And we will, in a minute, we'll also talk about the remaining two kinds of filters. All right. Now, see, we have looked at visual level filter. We have looked at page level filter. What do you guys think is a report level filter? Now that you have understood both, can you take a guess? What do you think is a report level filter? Anyone? Any guess? Yeah. What is the report level filter? So report level filter is nothing but it will change the charts which is on your entire report on all the pages. See, I have total of 3 charts, 2 charts in page 1, and here I have 1 chart. Report level filter will change when you make the filter, it will change it for all the charts. So I'll show you this. For now, I'll remove these filters on this page. You have an option called as filters on all pages. That's your report level filter. So I'll take region. But before that, have a look at value. It's 374, 34.7, and 84K. So I'll take this region. I'll drop it here this time. Filters on all pages. See, when I click on South, both the values will change, 171K and 15.8K. Both these values are changing. But not only that, you go to page 2. Here, you can see from 84K, it became 38K. So a report level filter is a filter that changes charts on all the pages. It doesn't matter. You might have 10 pages also, but when you apply that filter, it will change it on all the pages that you have. This is how you can work with filters, major filters other than top N. You guys clear on this? Are you clear with visual level, page level, and report level? So I'll repeat this. See here, you can see that I have an option called filters on all pages. I'll take this region, I'll drop it here, filters on all page. Here, I'll select. When you select, this chart changes, these two change. In page 2 also it changes. Before it was 84. See here, it changes here. In this page also it changes. So you don't need to be on that specific page. You can make changes and every page will change. Clear, guys? Everyone? Okay, try this, everyone. Guys, please try this filters on all pages. And then the last one is top N filters, which is also something that we will look. Okay, guys, any doubts still now on all the 3 filters, what we have seen? Are you all clear? Any doubts? If you want me to repeat anything, please let me know. Okay, I'll give you a small activity. Try this. Add or try adding marital status as all the three filters. I'll give you all 2-3 minutes. Try adding marital status as all the three filters. First, add it as filters on visual. You might have 2-3 visuals. Try adding it as filters on visual, then add it as filters on page, and then filters on all pages. Right? I'll give you 2-3 minutes. It's 9:16. I'll move on to the fourth filter by 9:19. Right? It's 9:17. Okay. By 9:20, we will move on. So try adding marital status as all the three filters. That's what you want to do. There is a column of marital status. Just create some charts and try adding this marital status as a filter so that you understand how a filter works. And anyone who's finding it difficult to download the data, I'm sharing the data on the chat. You might be getting it in a minute. This is the data what we have been working on. Okay, great. So if you want to perform report level filter, just take the column what you want and drop it on filters on all pages. Filters on all pages is your report level filter. So they just, you don't need to worry. Just don't make sure you have multiple pages. See, I have 2 pages and I have charts on both the page. Here, I dragged any column and I'm dropping it on filters on all pages here. I'll drag region, I'll drop it here. And when you select, it is going to change both the pages charts. If you have only one page, filters on all pages is not needed. You can go with filters on this page. For a visual filter, you need to select the chart. Select this chart and then only this option would be enabled, the filters on this visual. If you're not selecting the chart, you'll only see filters on this page and all pages. Okay, now I'll open this new page, and in this page I'll be taking a question. Let's go with this question. Find the top 5 customers based on, let's go with total income, or okay, let's go with average income. We need to find the top 5 customers based on average income. Now here, to get the top 5 customer based on average income, you can go with ID, but I will be going with the customer name for now. I'll go with customer name. I'll select that. I'll select income. I'll be making this as a bar chart. Right, I can make this as a bar chart. So go here, select the bar chart. But when you select this bar chart, this shows you the data of all the values. All the customer names and their values would be displayed. But I want the data of only 5 customers. Not only that, first I need the average income. See, most of the cases, the average would be the same as a total for customers. Still, go to this y-axis. Here, select average. Right. First, create this bar chart. Guys, this is something I've already taught you. So select customer name, select income, change it into a bar chart. And here in sum of income, change it to average income. After this, we will focus on getting only the top 5 values. Guys, everyone, do you have this bar chart ready? Now here, what we will do is we'll open this filters. See, this is also a visual level filter only. Under this filters on visual, you have both average income and customer name. To get the top 5 customer, you need to expand this customer name. Every time you should be expanding the categorical column. In this bar chart, customer name is the categorical column, income is the numerical column. So expand the categorical column, make this from basic filtering, change it to top N. See, I'll repeat, select this chart. Under filters on this visual, expand customer name. Customer name would be like this, expand it. In filter type, change it from basic filter to top N. Right? And on this top N, you can give a number. Right? It says top. You can have top or bottom. I'll go to top. I'll give 5. Top 5. But not only that, I need to take this income again. I'll be dropping it on add data field. It's sum of income. So change it to average. Now, when you click on apply filter, guys, I'll repeat the entire process, but I'll show you this. When you click on apply filter, you can see that you only have 5 values. So every time when the value changes, you will only have 5 value. You don't need to look at all the bars. Right? Looking at all the bars is not needed. So here, what we need to do is select the chart, go to filters on visual under customer name, make this filter type as top N. Show items, you keep top. You can also choose bottom, but give top and make it as 5. Here by value, you make this as average. So it will not have anything. Take this income, drop it here. From sum of income, make it into average. After this, when you click on apply filter, you will only have 5 values. Is this clear? What I have done step by step for getting the top N filters? Try this. Everyone, please try this. Make sure that you get this top 5 filter. Create this bar chart and make these changes. I'll keep my screen here so that you can see this. To add income, you can drag it and drop it here. Take this income, drop it in this by value. After that, click on apply filter also. You should only have 5. You should not have all. So click on this apply filter option also. You can just click on apply filter. It would work. Okay. Guys, what I'll be doing is tomorrow, I will once again teach this concept of top filter, right? I'll give you a few more examples so that you can also practice. But are you guys clear with filters? Whatever we have learned, is it clear? Any doubts in this? Yeah, guys, are you all clear with the filter? Okay, very clear as a heart, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So guys, with this, we come to the end of today's session. On tomorrow's session, we will have a recap of filter, the stop and filter. I'll give you a few more examples and we will move on into the concept of tags. Right. So make sure you are ending the session. Make sure you are, there on time. Please join on time. Don't join late. Once again, today I was just able to see 50 people who joined on time. And then, a lot of you have joined late. So please make sure that you join the session on time. All right, with that, we come to the end of today's session. Right. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining. Have a good night, and we'll be meeting tomorrow. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Oh, yeah. Yes, I've shared the recording link and the feedback form link. I did watch yesterday's match. I told you, right? I'm a CSK fan, so obviously I watched.